I'm here. I'm so glad you here, girl. I don't know why you was in my dream last night. But you were in my dream last night. I don't know why, girl. And then when I woke up, this is one of the first stories that I saw. And this is when I was like, you know what? Something is wrong with y'all. Do y'all see this? Do y'all see? I don't know if y'all can see the comment that has 55 some comments under it. My first comment. Okay. Let's listen to this, please.
This is not a button push. Lauryn Hill doesn't do shit she doesn't want it. Lauryn Hill doesn't show up to her own shows.
I agree with you, and I wasn't going to say the industry pushed this button.
Oh, okay.
I was going to say,
I don't want that music fucking with me. They playing that shit too loud. But this is Rory. Rory basically said that Doechii hasn't done enough in order to be standing next to Lauryn Hill. That's what the white man said. And this black lady here was like, the only person that can decide if Doechii is worthy of standing next to Lauryn Hill is Lauryn Hill. He proceeds to say that Doechii has not done enough in order for her to be recognized. I don't understand how that makes sense at all. I don't understand how that makes sense at all. My comment was, so the Grammys aren't proof? The amount of black men and one black woman in these comments, and the black woman who is not even really her on her page, just a whole bunch of AI generated visuals of what black women look like. But anyway, all of them are telling me no, that her Grammys are not proof that she's worthy of standing next to Lauryn Hill. And the reason behind, no, baby, and you're black, stand up. First of all, any bitch on this earth that feels like they need to tell me to stand up, girl, I am the most standingest in my girl. Most motherfuckers ain't standing on business like me. Please believe me. Everybody that really know me in real life, they know it ain't many people standing on their shit and standing up no matter what the situation is. Ain't nobody playing in my motherfucking face. I'm not a pick me, bitch. I don't need to stand up. That's you. But I just wanted to point out how stupid everybody is. She telling me, do your research. They love telling you to do your research, but can't tell you what you need to do your research about. Okay? So let me be clear. And I wrote this in another comment. After everybody finished running their fucking mouth to me about how the Grammys don't respect black people and the Grammys don't recognize black people, they just hand Grammys out to everybody. So that means Doechi's Grammy doesn't mean anything. And I said, if Doechi's Grammys doesn't mean anything, then Lauryn Hill's Grammys don't mean anything. And the only reason our culture has pedestalized Lauryn Hill is because of how many Grammys she won off her first solo album, The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. That album was so prolific. And yes, please don't get me wrong, y'all. Being a part of the Fugees was part of it, but Lauryn Hill was way bigger after The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill received all of that critical acclaim, both from hip hop and from white audiences. That Miseducation of Lauryn Hill album skyrocketed her career with the Grammy wins. After that, she did a unplugged album in which her vocals were not up to par with the normal standard. And ever since then, she has been inconsistent in her performances and in her vocals and has not put out a complete project since then. So if Lauryn Hill is a legend because of what she did, then Doechii should be able to stand next to her because of what she did. Her mixtape garnered huge success, catapulted her into a whole nother stratosphere of stardom. And it's based off the fact that she put in work on that mixtape. Like, I don't understand what anybody's talking about. I actually listen to the album all the time. Shout out to DJ Miss Milan in the comments. That's Doechii's DJ, okay? I'm always amazed at some of the people that, follow me, and she's one of those people, child. Okay? But I listened to Doechii even before the album came out, okay? Before Denali is a River came out. I used to be listening to that, what's that one song she had that I could not stop listening to? Y'all niggas been crazy. Nigga, no, I ain't too crazy. I used to be listening to that shit in the gym because I love the way she was screaming on the record. Like it was an awesome track. That's the track that first got me paying attention to Doechii. Okay. This album is not only executed well as far as music wise, beat choices, it's a rap artist, a female rap artist that is giving you rap that's not just about coochie. The same shit that you niggas are always complaining about when it comes to Cardi and Meg and all of them. Y'all complain about the sexuality and they're actually, why do you have to be so sexual? Okay, well, Doechii gives you a little bit more. This is my life. This is what I went through. Like, she's giving you actually real music that I pinned from my personal experience and put that shit on a fire ass track. Not only that, her performances have been impeccable. I have never seen Lauryn Hill perform to the level that Doechii performs, if we being real. So the whole argument is stupid from the beginning, because this is a white man telling y'all that Doechii doesn't deserve to be sitting next to Lauryn Hill because she has not done enough work. And y'all, black people, agree with that because the Grammys are so white. I need for y'all to make that stupid shit make sense. Y'all know that stupid shit don't make no sense, right? Y'all know that does not make any fucking sense whatsoever for you to tell me that this black woman doesn't deserve to perform next to this other black woman because her awards are from a system steeped in racism. Is that right? Is that right? That doesn't make any fucking sense. That doesn't make any fucking sense. That's stupid. Your logic makes no sense. Cal, whoever the fuck you are, your shit don't make no sense. And then when you look at these men, I went to Ask Scott Poppy's page before I blocked him and saw that he had a bachelor degree in his shit. And I was like, I think it's so funny when a black woman's awards from a white institution aren't valid, but your degree from a white institution is. I'm just saying, y'all, it doesn't matter what school you go to. A collegiate level bachelor's is based off of somebody's white curriculum. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. This dude said a Grammy means what to black people exactly? And why you don't even have your own reason why Grammys are important. Someone told you it was important and you've rolled with it ever since. Now, mind you, this man don't know me. He didn't ask me if I felt like the Grammys were important for any given reason. You didn't even ask. You just assumed. I believe awards are important to the people who they're important to. If I was an artist, getting a Grammy would be important because it shows that I am being recognized on a large scale, regardless to what any of y'all feel about it. But to me, your argument makes no sense. Y'all want to talk about what the real argument is? Let me see. What's the real argument? What's the real argument, y'all? Hold up. Where is that? I think I don't, let me see if it's still in here. The real argument. Let's see. Let's see. Do your research. Like, bitch, get your dumb ass out my face. Talking about do your fucking research. Like, bitch, I don't need to do research about the Grammys being so white. The fuck is wrong with you? I'm trying to find the other comment, but one of the men said that Doechii is pushing the agenda. I think I might have blocked him because I was just like, anybody that says anything about an agenda to me, like I normally like, I completely stop listening because then I recognize that whenever you speak about somebody pushing an agenda and they're queer, is because you're mad that there's representation for a queer person. You don't want there to be representation for a queer person. And I'm gonna tell you the truth. Y'all didn't have a problem with Doechi. All of that. Oh, she's a what they keep calling her, an industry plant. I don't think a lot of y'all know what industry plants are, but y'all are calling her industry plant now. Y'all weren't calling her an industry plant before. Y'all are calling her an industry plant because of this. Shout out to
my biggest dating red flag.
Is it being on the DL?
You're on the right track. I have my answer.
Is it close enough?
You want to guess one more time? What would be a red flag for me?
Bad music taste?
Oh, that is a good one.
Because that's one for me.
That is a good one.
Like,
That's
what
not
do you
what
mean
I
you
put.
don't listen to Michael Jackson? But okay.
Okay. This is a huge red flag for me.
All right. You know what's so crazy? I was going to say men.
okay. Now look at the comments. Mario the entertainer. She a man. Okay, Mario. Okay. This is how the Jewish media is achieving their agenda. That's, girl, what are y'all even talking about? Black men sometimes, like, y'all are so stupid, it's hilarious. Because you think you sound smart, but you actually sound dumb. I'm scared of this new world because we need men and women to procreate. So because Doechi says that the biggest red flag is being a straight male, y'all get upset. Strike one, you're a man. Interesting. Hidden in plain sight. Oh, Lord. Y'all, I feel like men love to be oppressed. Y'all want to be oppressed so bad just when you thought skills helped her prevail. Buck breaking. I have no idea what anybody's talking about. The reason why, and I didn't even talk to Doechii about this, but I can pretty much assume. The reason why Doechii says that a red flag is a straight male is because at large, y'all are homophobic, y'all are misogynistic, y'all are jealous, y'all are controlling, y'all are always looking for a reason to get over on a woman, getting more out of her than you're actually going to give to her. And then let's not even get into the statistics of how often men unalive their partners. Let's not even get into how much men like to fuck their girlfriends' kids. You know what I mean? Why do y'all continue to act like men aren't dangerous just because some of them aren't dangerous? And then the niggas who are the problem proceed to be in the comments proving why they're why they're the problem. Because what did y'all do next? What did y'all do after she said this? Now she's an industry plant. Her Grammys are invalid and her talent is now debatable or not good enough for y'all because she told y'all weren't good enough for her when it comes to dating. So now y'all are questioning the validity of her music career. It sounds like y'all are a bunch of insecure fuck niggas that don't want to recognize the truth of the matter. If you're a man and you don't abuse women, I feel like you should be able to be like, I don't do that shit. But yeah, like most of them niggas do that shit. Most of them niggas do that shit. But I'm about to show y'all a TikTok why they won't admit. Why instead of just being quiet, why instead of agreeing to disagree, why instead of just scrolling past the post, do you now see all of these people bashing Doechii, calling her industry plant just from this? Okay, hold up. Let me find it. Here it is. This man said it perfectly. Hold on, let me see. Can I speak?
True masculinity, we have an accountability crisis. And most men are fucking terrified of being accountable to one another. A lot of men conflate the word accountability with discipline, and they think discipline is punishment.
I've told y'all that before. That's how y'all think about shit with children. That's why I told y'all don't recognize when y'all's abuse is abuse because you think discipline and abuse are the same thing. When really you can discipline somebody without abusing them.
Discipline and they think discipline is punishment. So when we're thinking about accountability, something that might jump to our mind is I'm accountable to my workout plan. And no matter how I feel, I'm going to run those 10 miles because if I don't, Goggins is in my ear calling me a bitch. And that's what discipline is. And so I'm going to be accountable to my workout plan. Discipline does not always mean punishment. Discipline can also just be a feeling of self-confidence that is built through habituating anything. And it doesn't have to be painful and doesn't have to be punishment. However, accountability to other human beings is an act and expression of care and love. And the reason why we're so scared, so terrified, so cowardly as a culture of masculinity is because we are so afraid of being abandoned by men.
The reason why y'all niggas can't admit that most men are dangerous, especially to women, is because you don't want the other men to abandon you because you care so much about what another nigga feel about you. I'm going to let him continue.
So many of us have wounds of being rejected by fathers, by boys at school, by friends. We are so starved for masculine love that the thought of telling a brother, a friend, dude, you cannot use the R slur, brother. You're better than that. That is petrifying because what if you look at me and say, don't be fucking sensitive. And because I said that to you, now you've categorized me as less trustworthy. I'm too sensitive. So you're not going to stop saying the R slur, but you are going to stop saying it in front of me and hanging out with me as much. And God, how scary is that? Because I don't have that many friends. And I like you. And I need my friends. Right? So the same shit is happening in fraternities, at colleges, in high schools, in our fucking families, in our own families. So few men are willing to speak out about the harm that the men we know do. And it's little harms like, yo, stop calling shit zesty. That's just the revised, more appropriate way of the F slur. Stop that. You're better than that. Or it's serious, like, hey, man, I know that you punched your wife. Or I know that you yell in front of your kids. That's unacceptable. We are scared of being abandoned by men. We are also scared of violence because the code of masculinity dictates that if I disrespect you, you got to square up with me.
So when Doechi says a straight man is a red flag because of how often straight men act like this, the very same straight men that are scared of other men are telling her that she's wrong for also being scared of men. And the only reason you won't admit that men cause the harm that they do cause to women at the rate that they cause that harm to women is because you're scared that they're going to do the same thing to you. The bitch assness never abides.
Conflict with another man is aggressive and it should lead to physical violence. So I should avoid conflict unless I'm ready to stand on business. And why would I want that conflict to occur with a guy that I do care about, even if he's doing something wrong? So this word accountability is really fucking important. And what does it actually look like in practice, right? It's very important that we reframe this word accountability, and a conversation like that is not confrontational. It is a call in. It is an invitation. It's an expression of care. Hey, man, I love you. I really care about you. I think you got a good heart. So when you use words like that, you're not living up to the man that I know you to be. I'd really appreciate it if you stop that.
If he thinks that's gonna work with these niggas, I bid him all the luck in the world with that. But I don't think that type of wordage works. I think some of these niggas are just who they are, and that's just what it is. I think we're overpopulated. I don't think there should be as many niggas as there are. That way we wouldn't have to worry about all of you niggas being like this. But because they want to create slaves to work these corporations and businesses and all of this shit, they want y'all to keep procreating. That's why they overturned Roe v. Wade. Because the more people that are on the planet, the more people that can be enslaved. So they want you to keep having kids for them to enslave. Okay? But at the same time, what that causes is a number of, and then also like, because y'all like to do a number on women, right? So there's a disparagement in the number of women versus men in the world. Like in America, y'all have assumed this idea, this mentality that there are more women than men. In the world, there are more men than women. I feel like it's too many. I feel like the system would naturally take care of itself if it wasn't so many fucking people. But because it's so many people, You got to do all of this mass mind fuckery to keep most of y'all from being as barbaric as you actually are. That's where religion comes into mind. We'll be having a real good conversation later on in my members only motherfucking advice. So make sure y'all come through to that today at 6. Okay. But again, shout out to DJ Miss Milan. Okay. I love every time I see you somewhere, girl. Okay. Shout out to you and Doechi. Pick me women are extremely dangerous. That's why the one in the comments telling me that I need to do research. Bitch, do research on what? You have yet to answer that question. Why don't you tell me what I should do research on? Tell me about how the Grammys are so white, so I should listen to a white man tell me why a black woman isn't deserving. That don't even make no fucking sense. Anyway, I appreciate you guys for coming through. It's a great show. If you didn't appreciate my commentary, if my stories was too boring for you and all of that, my bad, y'all. Sometimes you do have a slow work day, but you still got to do your job, don't you? All right. So I appreciate y'all for coming through. Make sure y'all come back for the MFN advice. Members only at 6 and Ooh Ladies First panel tomorrow on my channel. So see y'all later.